Everyone. Today I want to talk about some of you will be going to kindergarten in the fall. So you'll have a new teacher, you'll meet new friends, and you might have some people in your classroom that you know. Um, and those of you who are coming back to preschool, your preschool classroom will be a little bit different. You might have the same teachers, but you'll have different friends. And you might have some friends there too that you recognize and know from when you were at school before. This book is called The Day You Begin, written by Jacqueline Woodson and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Oops, I'm gonna move a little closer. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. I think her hair is beautiful. There will be times when no one understands the way the words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. That doesn't seem like a very nice thing to do, does it? And it would hurt your feelings. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming, the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller, when the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. "We went to France," Chayla says. "These shells came from a beach in Maine." A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. "My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina, each souvenir a small triumph of a journey, their travels going on and on." And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb, and your days spent at home caring for your little sister who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen asleep. And in that room where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend Naja will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't one you can ever really play. "I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later." Oh, that boy looks very sad. He's not being included. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. Do you see his reflection in the water? There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister. You tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories. And even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina, too. And all at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. So she found a friend in the very end. Rigoberto was her friend. His sister had the same name as her. So sometimes it can be scary going to new places and meeting new people. But once you become comfortable, then it will be better. Things will be better. And you'll feel better. I want to show you a picture. And this is a picture of Caleb and Scott. And Caleb and Scott are right here. They're reading a book together in the classroom. And this is Javon. How do you think Javon is feeling? Do you think he wants to join them? Hmm. What do you think he can do to join them? He could ask them, right? He could say, "Hey, can I read the book with you, please? Or can I join you?" He could ask them in a very nice, polite way. It looks like he wants to be their friend. So while Javon is thinking about how to join in, Caleb notices, this is Caleb, he notices that Javon is wanting to join them. So how can Caleb invite him? What could he say to him? He could say, "Do you want to come read a book with us? Would you like to be our friend?" He could say a lot of different things, right? And he could invite him. He could ask him, "Do you want to come play with us?" Should he invite him? He probably should invite him. That would be a very nice thing to do, right? Caleb goes over to Javon. Caleb goes over to Javon and invites him to read with them. And in a friendly voice, he says, "Hi, I'm Caleb. Do you want to read with us?" Javon smiles and he says, "Yes." And then he meets Scott and they read the book together, all three of them. Do you think that was something nice for Caleb to do? Invite Javon over? And how do you think Javon feels when Caleb invites him over? That's a really friendly, nice thing to do. So when you notice someone wants to play with you or with you and a friend, you can always invite them over. and they will feel so much better, and you might gain a new friend. Javon has fun reading with his new friends. Asking to join in and inviting someone to play are good ways to make new friends. So you can do this in kindergarten and you can do this in preschool too as well. All right, that's all for today. I hope you're doing well. Bye.